Did you look at the box score at all though?
Yeah, I think I have it written down.
Okay. So what area did we lose?
The E-Town game at E-Town was a tough loss for us, but I thought we played really well. That was a hard one because it was our second time around against E-Town, and E-Town was a big win for us last year, so I know we really wanted it bad going into that game. But at the end of the day, they just ended up hitting more shots than us, and kind of being an older and more experienced team, they made plays when we weren't able to convert on things. So that was just really tough. But again, it's a learning experience, and we came back from that game really strong.
What was the biggest reason for E-Town's win and our loss?
Shooting percentage?
Nope. So we had one more field goal than them. We had 10 more possessions.
Turnovers?
We had 2 more threes. We won the rebound game.
Man.
They went to the free throw line 17 of 20, and we went to the free throw line 4 of 8.
I did say that to my dad after the game. We can't win games when we're going 5-1 foul count every quarter.
I thought we played super tough. I thought we stuck to the game plan.
Yeah.
And just know, and like this is what I just said to Perk this morning, is knowing we are capable of competing with those top teams.
We're right there.
We're here, right?
It's
It's
like
just the mental lapses that we got to be able to figure out. But I think we could also be getting to the free throw line more.
Yeah. When I work out with Holko, I know she's going to push me hard. It's going to be 30 to 45 minutes of just constant work. And I went in there, we ball handled, we put up some great shots, and it was a good way to kind of reset after a tougher game for me. So confidence booster, get in there, get some good work, and it went well.
A big thing that we were trying to focus on with Goucher was being able to find the calm in the chaos. It was going to be a high-stress game, knowing that they run the Grinnell system. They go 5 in, 5 out every 45 seconds. So being able to make sure that our girls are on the same page, that they're matching up the way that we know how to, that we're switching when we need to switch. And I think a big thing, too, is we had 44 turnovers in game 1 down at Goucher. So trying to minimize our turnovers, knowing that this is going to be a high-speed game. And then our biggest goal was to score layups, points in the paint, not fall into the trap of jacking up threes.
So going up against Goucher, we knew that they were going to press us the whole time, and it was going to be a very aggressive defense. So Monday practice was really just focusing on that. We had our men's practice players in there with us. So we were actually, when we were running their press, we were doing 5-on-7, which can seem very chaotic. It's really helpful though, especially since then when we went into the game on Wednesday, it seemed so easy to break their press because we were playing against only 5 people instead of 7.
Matisse got the stomach bug, and he didn't plan on it, obviously. He texted me and he's like, I'm not feeling good, Gab. I don't think I can come. I was like, you know what? I would rather you not get anybody else sick.
So Coach Matisse, I would say, is he's a very important part of our team. You don't always see it when you're watching our games, but he does all of our individuals. He gets in the gym with all of us. So he definitely prepares us a lot for games and game days. He even jumps in at practice sometimes and practices with us.
Not having Matisse there on Monday and Tuesday of a week before a game was kind of different.
You could definitely tell without him in the gym.
It was definitely so weird because he's also like this energy and like he's just this funny guy. And he's a great coach.
He's kind of like our motor in a sense. He's always going to be upbeat, always going to be your biggest fan in your corner. And when he wasn't there for those 3 days, it really was a quiet gym. Like, A, he plays great music, and B, like he's always that one person that when you have a tough play, you can look over at him and he's going to do something to make you smile and be like, all right, next play, goldfish mentality.
So not having him in film was also a little strange because he also makes film really fun. He makes a bunch of really weird jokes sometimes that we don't understand, but we find them funny anyway.
How we do our scouting reports here, I give Matisse the indies, so Matisse's able to do the individual players on the opposite team. So he is really focusing in on what are their skills, how do we need to defend them, what are their tendencies. He stayed home, so I kind of stepped into that role. I took that over. Also with my duties of really honing in on what our offensive scheme's going to be, what our defensive scheme's going to be, and then Coach E handles the offense and defense from the opposing team and really what we're going to see. Coach E's he's my ride or die. He is somebody that has been with me since year 1, and this is year 6. So he's somebody that I fully trust. He is somebody that I talk to probably more than my wife at times during season.
He puts so much time and effort into making us better athletes every single day, and whether that's how much time he puts into scout, all the research he puts into what we need to be doing as a post group, and he is always there if I need anything.
I love the way he coaches because like he gets mad, but he doesn't like yell. Like he like gives you a stern talking to and it like scares you because it's like, okay, like you're not yelling, but like you can just tell that he's mad. But I think he's like overall like a great coach and definitely has like pushed me like to be the player that I am and the way that I've been playing.
Coachy, he's like this quiet guy until you get to know him. You got to break him out of his shell a little bit.
He's also very funny. Like us like post squad, we'll like make jokes with him and like he'll like go along with it. Like it's just, I don't know. To me, he's like a dad away from my dad because he reminds me like my dad a little bit. Just like tough love, but like at the same time joke with you, have fun with you, but like serious.
The adversity that we were dealt this year, I truly believe made us who we were. I truly believe everybody counted us out in the landmark when Julia Roth went down. I think they saw her go down and they said, okay, now Susquehanna's not going to be in that top 4.
I mean, obviously no one expects to get hurt, and it was really disappointing that, you know, all the work that you put in the off season and the summer, and then first game it all gets taken away.
Joel is obviously our best player, I would say. She is our kid that when we needed a bucket last year, we went to her. When we needed a rebound, she got it. When we needed a defensive stop, she was there. So for her to go down in that game 1 of this season, I mean, 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, she had 26 points and 10 rebounds. I mean, that was just showing the type of player that she had worked on all spring and all summer to be able to come back and her, again, that jump from your sophomore to your junior year. And I was super excited to see what she was going to accomplish this year. And when that happened, I think the air was let out of our bubble a little bit.
Her going down that first game, like, it took a lot out of me. I don't feel like the same player without her on the court or the same person. And not having her this season has been really difficult for me. But it's not like she's not there. Like, she still shows up to everything. Like, she's honestly one of my biggest inspirations because of how hard she works no matter the circumstances. And she was dealt a really bad hand this year. But seeing her persevere through that adversity is kind of like inspiring for me to be like, okay, like, I'm going to do this for her. If she's able to show up every day with a smile, like, I'm going to show up every day with a smile.
Like, it's not easy to have to watch practice and watch games and have to go in early for PT, but to be sitting in the training room and then everyone on the team comes up and talks to me while I'm there. I feel so included all the time. And, you know, when I am having a hard day mentally, like, it's nice to go to practice and have 10 girls that are right there to give me a hug or whatever I need. As hard as this season has been, it's also been amazing at the same time.
But the best thing from that was then being able to see the change in our team. We didn't have that player that we knew could be super consistent in times of when we needed a bucket, when we needed a stop, when we needed a rebound. So that pressure was put on other kids, and those players took that, man, and they ran with it.
The practice before a game is definitely more scout-based and just like preparing rather than I feel like the Monday and Thursday practices are a lot of like running, like working on our offense, working on our defense, getting up and down the floor, things like that. They're definitely like heavier.
I'm not going to say easier practice because every practice we're still like going hard, but it's definitely some of the easier ones because we're not so up and down.
You have to work harder for those ones, but the ones before the games, while they're still challenging, it's a lot of like knowing the scout.
It's more shooting, walking through their plays, like scouting.
Knowing what they're going to do and preparing yourself that way for the team that you're about to play.
Keep moving. Hold up. Great, great. You get there, you close out, you have a high hand, you're here, right? She goes middle. You turn, you sprint, you contest her into a tough shot, but then what did you miss? Yes, box her out because tomorrow they are going to live on the offensive rebounds. Come on. Hey, you sprint, you go ahead, but then what happens when you go ahead? You lunge and then you don't close back that gap. Cut her off and then close that gap. Celebrate.
Celebrate it, celebrate it, celebrate it, celebrate it. Let's go. Annie and Grace, you come and trap me, right? What can I not do? I can't just pivot this way. None of us even looked ahead, right? What we could do, Laura Pink, Annie, right? We all got caught on it. Take one retreat dribble. If they come at you even harder, then re-attack that top hip to this side, right? Make her have to cut you off and then look for that kick ahead on the sideline side. Got it? Okay, here we go. Positive bump, positive bump. Every small detail tomorrow is a big one. Be calm, all right? Be confident, okay? And be in control. The 3 C's. Calm, confident, and in control, okay? And this game is ours, all right? You guys are on the floor at 6 tomorrow. We're in our white uniforms. All right, let's have a day. Here we go.
Family on 2, 1, 2.
Family. Oh, you can't say anything. Yeah, no. Message I have on the board, okay? Confidence comes within. You were prepared for this moment. You were prepared for this game. There is nothing else we can tell you. There is nothing else that we can do. There is nothing else that we could have practiced to prepare you. You are prepared. What I need you to do now is look at every single teammate in good moments, in bad moments. See the confidence and the fearless look in their eyes. That should give you confidence within yourself. Starters, you need to start hot, but you need to be able to start detail-oriented. Find the calm within the chaos, because do you know what makes checking in easier? Seeing my starters coming out with a confident, fearless look. Okay, every shot is ours, every rebound is ours, every loose ball is ours. Go out there, play for each other, okay? Celebrate one another, okay? And as always, it's us versus us, okay? Here we go, come on.
Here we go. The quote for today is calm in the chaos for 40 minutes. We over me, as always. Believe on 2, 1, 2, believe!
It's just a high-stress game for 40 minutes. I know I say to our girls, after the first game, and that was our first time seeing it because Goucher did not run the system last year just because they only had 8 kids, so it's really difficult to be able to do what they tried to do. I'm sweating. I'm trying to find the calm in the chaos, but truly our girls this second time around did a wonderful job. I mean, it was a close game.
It was a very exhausting game. It's definitely like mine. I'm not going to say mind effing, but like it plays with your mind because they are subbing in so quickly.
2 people are coming at you at all times. They're up on ball.
Once we broke their press, it was just layup after layup after layup.
In certain games, I get on edge and I'm like, oh boy, like we need to lock in. And then there's other games where like we'll have this cat and mouse game with the team and like you're trading baskets, but at no point in Goucher did I feel nervous. Like I knew that our team prepared as best as we could and we knew exactly what to do, and at the end of the day, like the step back threes and throw up layups that they were hitting, like were lucky shots that were falling, but they weren't going to fall all game.
Okay guys, good half. We've missed a lot of layups. We have not made 1 3, and we've only turned it over 10 times, okay? I would say that is a successful first half, okay? We have to be able to keep the pressure on. We're settling for what? Threes, outside shots, right? We gotta be able to continue to pound the ball inside. Sit on their right, force them to the left-hand side. No paint drill for this second half. Here we go.
Defense on 2, 1, 2.
Defense!
Greta had like an amazing game, and just her getting out there and just giving it her all.
Yeah, so that was a career high for me, and that was a very fun game. Coach had called my name in the second quarter, so I was ready to go. And I just knew, she had told me, she said, I need you to get rebounds. I need you to help push the ball up the floor. So that was my goal, was just to help as much as I could.
She is a freshman who has come in and worked so hard. She's in the gym every single day, and I give her so much credit because I watched her over the summer grow through summer league, and I was like, okay, like this girl's got some skill to her. Like she's a pretty raw talent, but if she works at it, she could be a really great player for our team, and I think she's done exactly that. Like we see her in later on in the season, second rounds of Landmark, and she's out here having double-doubles her freshman year. Like that's unheard of in a sense, and all it does is tip a hat to the amount of work that this girl puts in, and she goes 100% no matter if she's playing 1 minute or playing 20 minutes.
That really hyped us up. I think when we get freshmen in and they really go off and they do what they know they can do, it really gets us excited. So I think that also helped drive our mentality throughout the game, that we really wanted to dominate this game, and we had her there to help us do that.
Like knowing she can get back-to-back baskets, like that just gets us going in a way where we're like, we got this, like, and then foot on the gas, and we just never look back.
You want a kid that hustles and leaves it all out there, and that kid does that.
She works so hard. She's such a physical player. Like sometimes I hate guarding her in practice because I'm like, oh my God, I know I'm about to she's about to hit me hard. Like it's kind of hard, and like you have to box her hard, and it's exhausting playing her.
I know being a freshman, it can be very scary getting into those games, but that was a game that really for me, like she's going to be a great college basketball player one day. Like how she was able to step into that game and be like, all right, I'm going to dominate.
I said to Greta, being a first year is extremely hard. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of change. The high school game compared to the collegiate game, especially being in the Landmark Conference, is not similar whatsoever. I think that kid has such a high ceiling, and she is somebody that once she figures out that confidence piece, and I think in Goucher she went in, I think we put her in around the second quarter. She went in and she just was super efficient. As a coaching staff, we go back and forth about, okay, who's going to be a spark for us coming off the bench, and towards the end of the season, Sydney Wyatt was that person. She obviously could have started for us, but we felt as a coaching staff she was somebody that we knew again was going to be consistent, and as soon as she came off the bench gave us a spark.
Sydney is a very crucial part of our team. I don't know if she knows it or not, but she is.
Yeah, I definitely think the confidence aspect from my freshman year to now has grown tremendously. I mean, just being more sure of myself.
I love seeing her open on the three-point line when I have the ball in the paint. It's easy kick out, and like half the time I don't even like really crash the boards. I know it's going in.
But she has developed her game in more areas than I can count. She is scoring off the bounce. She is in that mid-range. She's doing counter moves, pivots, fakes. She is somebody that I trust the ball in her hands. She does not turn it over.
We're glad that we have these like underclassmen to come in and really step up when we need them to.
Hey, we are going to keep it short and sweet, okay? We found a way to win. We found a way to win going over from the three-point line. I don't think in my career I've ever seen 0% from the three-point line, okay? Yeah, it actually makes me a little bit chuckle. But you guys got a late start to classes tomorrow. We're late practice slot, all right? We'll communicate what our plan is. Got it?
Lift at 4:15.
Lift at 4:15.
Family at 212.
Family!
I remember first time we played Goucher, her coach was like, I was exhausted and I wasn't even playing, like I was coaching. So she knows like playing that type of team, it's exhausting. And she was like, I want you guys to be like well rested, like not do a full practice, go up and down. I don't think we were shooting very well from beyond the arc, so she was like, I want to get a shooting practice in.
So having that shooting practice was definitely like, I think, a recharge for everyone, and was like, all right, getting back in our groove.
I think our shooting practice on Thursday was a good kind of reset and break, and it was kind of just go in, make shots, have fun, and kind of remember why we love playing the game.
So unfortunately, me and Julia Pinkert weren't able to make that because we did have a test during that time. I was kind of upset about it because I know the shooting practices are always super fun. It's a really great time for us to just team bond, get some shots up, and really see the ball go through the net.
I like working out with Matisse and Lauren. I think Lauren and I have worked really well together this entire season. So getting in the gym with her and Matisse, like it was almost like competitive, which is like a type of individual that you don't get when you do it on your own. But like with Lauren and I and Matisse, like there's that competitive nature, and it makes you work even harder. Like Lauren's a great player, she's a great person, and being able to kind of like compete against her has elevated my game and elevated her game.
You guys lift legs today?
No. I hit legs yesterday during the Goucher game. Running a track meet.
Do you agree or disagree? Those are the best games to play in.
What?
Those are the funnest games to play in.
I don't know about that. Also, I don't think funnest is a word.
Like, you don't run a play the entire game. You don't. Each possession is different the entire game.
We were running layup lines.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't like layup lines.
God. Move low. Good. Oh!
Did you see that? Did you get that? That's what he likes to do to me.
That's a hack.
You hacked?
I didn't touch her.
Didn't touch me. Look at my hair. Sticking out of my head.
Good move. Oh! That's that defense. Ice. Oh!
It's just that type of day.
What do you mean? The cockroach has been found.
It's like 2 p.m. and I'm taking my corporate finance exam, and Julia Roth is not here. And Julia Roth is my roommate. And I look out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the biggest bug I've ever seen in my life. But I have a corporate finance exam, so I'm focusing on the exam. And then I watch this bug crawl out of Julia Roth's basketball bag into the middle of the room, and it is a cockroach, like the size of like my thickness of my 2 fingers and like the length of my hand. That is how big this thing was. So I'm in full panic mode. I'm calling every single person I know, taking a timed exam. I'm being like, someone has to come kill this bug. So Bree Jones, our manager and really good friend of mine, comes over, tries to kill the bug, can't kill it. And then I ended up not being able to go to shooting practice because of the exam, and then we had lift. So I had to leave the bug in my room to go to lift. Came back from lift, still no bug, can't find it. Now we have a monsoon of people in my room trying to find this bug, can't find it. It's literally, I saw the bug at 2 o'clock and did not see it again until probably 5:45 when I had to go to my shooting individual with Matisse and Lauren because I missed the shooting practice because I had the exam. In the end, they ended up finding the bug and killing it, but it was a really traumatic experience for me, and I think if they didn't find the bug and kill it before my shooting practice, I literally would not have been able to play basketball because I was sick to my stomach. After 4 hours and a finance exam.
It's been found.
Yeah, thank God.
Game winner.
I was not gonna eat until it was found. It's too gross.
Now we switch?
Flip it. You weren't going to eat?
Oh, hell no. That thing was anywhere around me. I was starving myself until I found it.
There we go. If you make all 3 of these, I will do I'll do a 17.
So 17 is one of our conditioning drills that we do at the beginning of the year conditioning. And personally, I don't like them because it requires a lot of changing direction. So it's basically on the sidelines, you go from one sideline to the next and then back and back and back 17 times. And in our conditioning, we have to get it in under, I think it's 1 minute and 5 or 1 minute and 10 seconds. So it's very hard, but we don't like them. So that's why we always use them as like punishments when we make like bets with Matisse.
Get on the line. Yes! On the line.
That rep was buns.
You said it.
No.
You said
that
it.
rep was so
You
bad.
know better than to put me on the line like that. I win 10 out of 10 times.
That rep was so not great.
And then I killed it. Endurance.
As soon as you had a little bit of motivation,
But it's
the motivation should be here.
I
to
have
do
the
it, to do it
motivation.
right here.
She made him under pressure.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Here we go,
You
look.
owe me a 17. To this date, he has not done a 17. So we need to put this on record. Matisse should know this by now. Like, I could be having the worst shooting practice of my life, and if you put any sort of wager on me, I'm winning. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, I'm gonna win. Every other time he has put a wager on me or put some sort of competition in any sort of drill, I'm winning. Like, that's just how I am as a person. There's no way I'm gonna let him win.
You are more clutch than DeMar DeRozan.
I know.
She said I know.
Excuse me.
That was horrible.
Sorry.
Remember when you called me Jimmy Butler and not in a good way? Because I'll never forget that.
Hey, it's not how I meant it.
Yeah, okay.
In any way.
Oh, that's whatever. Yes. Now I see his like emo media day posts all the time too. That's really who you think I am.
Holding the Miami Heat
Well,
hostage.
now he's at Golden State, so maybe he'll be happy. That'll be next year.
There you go.
I'll go somewhere else.
Maybe you'll be in a Golden State.
Maybe I will.
Hell
Not
yeah.
here.
Pink, shut the hell up. Lauren, is this 3 in a row?
Don't let him get in your head like that.
Come on, block out the haters.
That's what he likes to do. Coach Matisse owes Julia Pinker and Lauren Klein a 17.
I'll do
He's
it.
not a man of his word if he doesn't.
17.
Put it on the record.
You made 2 already?
Yeah.
You just.
I made 1, 2, 3,
What about half of
4,
17?
5.
No, I'll do it at some point when I got my shoes on.
I mean, we had that stomach bug ripping through our school.
Annie Greek was sick.
That was, I think, the first time in my life that I ever have missed basketball for being sick or injury.
I remember I woke up, because we live in a suite together, and I walk in the common room and there's literally 7 bags from 7-Eleven. Like I'm not even, there's 7. There's Pepto-Bismol, ginger ale, Gatorades, water everywhere. And Annie's humongous tube of Aquaphor. And I'm like, oh God. So I go in to check on her. She's sleeping. There's a garbage can next to the bed. I'm like, oh God. I wake her up, which I know is like mean, but I'm like, listen, like I'm leaving for class. Do you need anything before I go? I was like, and are you okay? She had the stomach bug. It was very weird not having her at practice. Like, so weird because I'm a little lunatic. And Annie, like, if I need to, like, say something, like, I'll go to Annie. So she could either be like, calm down or, like, feed into my delusions, you know, and be like, yeah. And not having her there was, like, really weird because I'm not gonna say this to be corny. I hate being corny. But I literally felt like a part of me was, like, not there. And I was like, what is going on? But then she got better. I was so happy for her when she stopped puking.
It was totally different because it wasn't even like I could be there and I could watch, but I couldn't play. Like, I couldn't be there at all. I was at home. So it definitely sucked. It's definitely something that I hope I never have to do again because it's hard to get back into the groove of things. Like, it doesn't seem like a lot, but missing a day, missing 2 days, like it puts you behind and you can kind of feel the difference.
Don't overlook Wilkes, okay? They've been in some tight games, OT games, okay? You can't take them lightly, all right? We turned it over 20-something times against them the first time, so we got to fix that up a little bit. Got it? Okay, and the shots are going to fall for us, so let's get after it. That's where, yep, help. Good. See, that's an automatic switch. That would be an automatic switch, Sid, then you gotta go up with it when Greta sets that down screen, okay? Then you would just be staying on Evanowski, okay? Go one more of that. What mentality do you have to have tomorrow? Attack mentality, paint mentality, 70 points in the paint mentality, okay? Defensively though, we gave up too many points in transition the first time around, okay? So again, we are sending 2 back. Lauren and Kenzie will be our back in transition when we go full court, okay? You can crash, Zoe can crash, you can crash, okay? Get an offensive rebound. If we get an offensive rebound, what do we do with it? Go right back up to it, okay? We go right back, offensive rebound, defensive rebound, we push. Zoe, you have to be able to. That is a prime. Come here, follow me. Can I have that ball? Ball's going. You have to know who's behind you. It was her. If she's behind you, continue to attack this because what's going to happen is you're pulling 2. You jump stop, I hit her, and that's a wide open 3 for her, okay? Yeah. Know who's behind you on the crack. Come on.
Having Annie out, it was an adjustment because we split up teams in practice, so she's on my team most of the time, so not having her as an extra like guard to be able to like push the ball, or she's a sharpshooter, so not having her to kick out when I drive or when Grace drives and hit that 3, it's like definitely different not having her there.
I love playing with Annie. Like, we're always on like the same page in a sense, so I drive and she's right there. I'm like, all right, pop it, and she's gonna make it. So
that was kind of like a blow because Annie also, she lifts everyone up. She's just this silly little girl. So don't put that in. She's gonna kill me.
Annie's such a positive energy, and honestly for me, we battle so much in practice that her not being there, I think, honestly set me back as well because I didn't have that competitive factor.
Yeah, I think me and Pink have a really awesome like dynamic when we're out on the court. I think we challenge each other, we make each other better, and it never carries outside of the court, but like sometimes like we have our moments, like I'll get one on her and she'll get one on me.
There's just that little bit of grit between Annie and I where I know she definitely wants to take it to me and I want to take it to her.
And it kind of, I think, just lights a fire under us that I don't want to speak for her, but I know it's definitely helped me throughout this season and has made me a much better player. So I love going up against Pink, and you know, I know she really challenges me and has made me so much better.
Friday film for Wilkes, imagine. Sitting in Coach Matisse's dungeon. It's dark, it's hot, it's smelly in there because of Matisse. Not because of the field hockey coach in there, love her. She wasn't even there, it was just Matisse, right? Then you walk in and you get another whiff of Isabella's food. Delicious pasta, salad, chicken, bread, chef's kiss.
And kind of just eating as a team, talking, watching film. it's a great like bonding experience. Those are like definitely the times I'm gonna miss the most.
We were so spoiled. It's because she loves us. What can I say? We're just girls at the end of the day. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
Okay, starting with number 11. We let her get to her left hand a little bit too much in the first half. The first time, you're going to see here, I just have 3 straight clips of her getting to her left hand. We've kind of already talked about it, Laura, in practice, of how we can just completely shut off that left. You know, don't even fall for that right jab, right? Let her go right if she's going to go right, because she wants to come back left always. Zoe, I clipped this because I appreciate your attempt. Oh no, and I misspelled that.
You appreciate it.
No, I need to go fix it.
You've got to find a way to develop goals tomorrow. We all know in this room that we are clearly a better team, and you showed that for 20 minutes up there. Don't let 20 minutes be the reason that team stays in the game again tomorrow. It's going to be alumni. You're going to have all these people in the crowd. I don't want our mentality to change because of who's sitting there, because of what's in front of us right now. Who's out, who's there, and who's not there tomorrow should never impact your mentality in a game. It's how bad do you want to beat this as a team? What are some goals that you're going to establish and you're going to lay out tomorrow before we jump this thing up, and then we'll celebrate at 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah! Another day to be great. Another day to stack one, guys. My challenge to you, okay? You cannot be your biggest enemy and your biggest fan, okay? You talk to yourself more than you talk to anybody else. I need your space today to be super positive. I need you to give yourself grace, okay? It is okay to make mistakes, all right? In games where we're feeling excited, right? Games we're playing for each other in here, I need you to celebrate everything, but know it's okay to make mistakes, okay? Give yourself grace, all right? But also be your biggest fan today. Talk yourself up. Hype yourself up. You get a big bucket, everybody rally around each other and one. Get excited, okay? Show this community here in Selinsgrove why we are who we are, okay? Show them how tight we are. Show them what kind of great culture we have here, okay? Show it on the floor, put points on the board, and let's defend today, okay?
Yeah. The quote for today is never overlook and just be us. And then since it's Alumni Day, play for the women before us.
Energy at 2-1-2! Energy! That was a game where we just had to take care of business. Like, they've obviously been struggling a little bit this season, but they're still a collegiate basketball team, and that's nothing you can take lightly. Every single girl out there is going to work just as hard as us, so any game can be a game. So going into Wilkes, it was really just being able to understand that we don't really need to worry about them and what they're going to do. We just have to worry about us. And that was what we preached, and we spent a lot of time preparing how we could be the attack of that game and not kind of fall into, like, kind of similar to Goucher of trading baskets. Like, we needed to come out there, come out early, and kind of set the tone for the game.
I think first quarter we came out hot, just foot on the gas, no breaks. But then second quarter, I don't know if it was like we were just getting comfortable with them. We were playing with their speed of pace. Like, we also just like couldn't score the ball, and I think we were getting so frantic.
Going into the halftime talk, it was definitely a little nerve-wracking because it's like, it's a 2-point game, you know, and I'm not dissing Wilkes whatsoever. I'm really not, but like we should have been up by a lot more than that.
Threes are not falling again for us. Our free throws are not falling for us. You have to again, right? I said in our pregame talk, you cannot be your biggest enemy and your biggest fan. A lot of you are here. A lot of us are being extremely mental right now, and we got to shoot it. Like, it's got to be shoot it, get it out, all right? And be able to attack. Hey, you have to come out like you did in the first quarter. You have to come out like you did in the first quarter with a fire under your ass, and you have to shut their hope out, okay? Because they got a lot of it right now. Let's go.
Defense on 2-1-2, defense!
We came out from the halftime talk with a lot of energy. We knew what we needed to do.
It was one of those games where I just had the gut feeling that it was going to go our way. Like, we were going to do what we needed to do. At no point did I feel anxious about it. We went into that halftime, and I remember saying to the team, like, it's done with. Like, it is literally a 2-point game, fresh start. We need to come out there in this third quarter, and this third quarter means the most in this entire game. And we need to come out there and prove to them that they can't hang with us anymore.
Lauren Klein, man, she's the best defender. She's our best on-ball defender. She is a kid that I can trust that she could potentially play 40 minutes. She doesn't get tired.
Probably the best defender on our team. But offensively, I think people doubt her a little bit.
I don't really know how it happened. I just took more shots than usual.
I mean, I did really grow up with Lauren. We've played AAU together since my sophomore year of high school, so I've known her for a very long time, and she's a completely different player, as am I, but she is a completely different player this year than she's ever been in the past. And it's definitely because she has a whole new confident side of her to be able to score the ball. When Lauren plays in, like, pickup or anything, she has such a great scoring mentality, and I love having her on my team. But like, get to practice, and I think everyone, not just Lauren, but everyone's so worried about playing their role. And while yes, everyone has a role on the team, we needed a scoring role. We lost Caitlin Lynch. We don't have Julia Roth this season. We needed someone to step up and score, and I think Lauren's done that for us in the second half of this season.
Lauren, again, is someone who I think just works really hard, and she puts herself in positions to be successful. And she shot the heck out of the ball. She finished. She just had an overall really great game. So I was just really happy for her that, she was able to perform, and we needed that. She stepped up in big moments. The Wilkes game, it shouldn't have been as close as it was, but it was a game for a while. So Lauren really helped us pull through and get a win.
Pink is a distributor through and through. Getting 12 assists in a game is difficult.
I was so excited for her. And I didn't even realize, I wasn't counting while we were sitting on the bench, but I knew she was playing really well. And she's always such a great facilitator for our team, and she's able to move the ball and find people that are open and draw in 4 defenders, still feel calm and be able to hit someone who's open. She had tied it so many times in her career, so it was exciting for her to finally get over the edge and get in the record book, have her name on there, and I was so proud of her. It was really exciting.
Stuff like that is always exciting, like when a teammate sets a record, and like the celebration at the end is just something so exciting.
The assist thing is so cool because I need great teammates around me to get that record. It is not anything I'm doing individually. Like, if I don't have girls that are able to make tough shots and finish the ball, that's not even a possibility to hit that record. So I don't know, while it feels like my accomplishment, it's like, I feel like it's everyone's accomplishment.
Guys, I am extremely proud of this group. I thought the way we came out, right, we started hot just like we did against Goucher. Okay, we had a little bit of a blip in that second quarter, and that's okay, right? We said we're a team of 2 halves. We have to be able to have that mentality going into these next couple games. They mean something, right? You guys played in front of a great crowd, right? You played in front of these wonderful alums that have been in your shoes, right, prior to this, okay? You show them what Riverhawk basketball looks like. Family on 212, family!
Everyone outside of our groups doubted us and thought that this was going to be just a waste of a season until Julia came back, until we kind of got our lifeline back a little bit. But we basically said F you to all of those, to the Landmark Conference who doubted us, who thought we were going to be under Drew and under Juniata going into Landmark play. Like, that's not at all what happened, and we didn't let that happen.
I'm really proud of us.
A lot of teams could have rolled over this season, and we didn't. And I think that says a lot about who we are as a team, a program, a culture, our coaching staff.
Like, some of these girls are literally going to be like my bridesmaid, at my wedding. And I'm just extremely proud of every single person.
It was a blast every single day. I say all the time, I have the best job in the world. I get to come to practice. I get to come into Susquehanna University, get to sit in my office. A lot of our players stop by the office multiple times a day. I mean, I have my fridge in there with the Gatorade, the applesauce, the Go-Gurts, the snacks, but really they just come in and they just want to sit and talk. We talk about life, we talk about school, we talk about family, we talk about basketball. But I think the biggest thing with this year is the relationships that we built as an entire program.
Looking back at my 4 years, I'm never going to forget my junior year because of how unconventional it was, but I also cherish every moment that came with this year because I think it's going to shape me so much more than just an athlete, but how I am going to be as a human, to be able to step up against any adversity that I face and find a way to win in life.
All credit goes to our players. They never quit, they never wavered. They buckled down, they came together, they played as a team, they led with love, and they fought for each other.
No matter how this season ends, I already feel like it's been a success.
You have to put some bloopers in there. Next question. Can I redo that? Oh, Annie Greek just texted me. Hey, Annie.
So you tell me what we did.